So I'm going to try this again. Hi, it's Murphy, the accidental activist. I tried this earlier, but my video went like over 20 minutes, and I know people don't have that kind of attention span. So what we're going to talk about today, I'm going to condense this probably into a couple of videos over the next couple days. So I filed a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, on my arrest on July 4th, the protest on July 5th, trying to get the body cam footage, also asked for all police records, emails, and texts about us over the past year. They claim there's no emails about us, which is weird because in a previous FOIA they actually provided some, so something weird's going on. And I'm sorry about the blur, that's due to the little crack in my screen there. So what I got back was this. I mean, it's a thick stack. I only asked for 2020 to 2021, but for some reason the city clerk felt it necessary to also send me some police reports from my abusive ex, me calling on him violating the restraining order, which I'm not real sure why he felt like sending me the stuff from 2019 when I didn't ask for it, but he did. I asked for all of this to be in electronic format, and instead of being in electronic format, I got these printouts and I got discs of the body cam footage, which, whatever. I haven't watched the body cam footage yet. My son, there's 3 discs here, and we're getting ready to watch that here after I'm done with this video. But some interesting things from the report. Let me just read it. I informed Campbell she had to watch her language or she would be arrested. Campbell stated, "Fuck you, I can say whatever I want." Then I advised Campbell to put her hands behind her back. Campbell did not apply and ran towards her front door to her residence in attempts to evade arrest. I held Campbell's arm and told her to put her hands behind her back. Campbell attempted to pull away and refused to submit to arrest and continued to do so despite me telling her multiple times to put her hands behind her back. While Campbell was resisting arrest, she grabbed my, quote, OC spray, end quote, pouch located on my duty belt. I told Campbell to let go of my belt, however, she refused to comply and had to pry her hand away from the chemical, less than inflammatory device. During the incident, Campbell knocked my body-worn camera off my uniform shirt. I moved Campbell around the porch while maintaining control of her arms and hands. I also used my forearm, placed against Campbell's shoulders, to hold Campbell against the controlling surface of the residence. Eventually, I was able to place Campbell in handcuffs, checked for fit and double-locked, and done so with the minimal amount of force necessary to effect the arrest. Campbell refused to stand or walk to my patrol vehicle and had to be assisted across the yard and into the vehicle. At this time, Campbell stated, "I should have punched you in the face while I had the chance." Campbell was placed in the rear passenger seat of my patrol vehicle and transported to the Harrison Police Department. During transport, Campbell complained of an anxiety attack. I asked Campbell if she would like EMS, and she stated she did. I immediately contacted dispatch and advised them to contact EMS and have them meet me at the Harrison Police Department. I also informed them of her complaint so it would be communicated to the responding emergency medical personnel. While out the Harrison Police Department, Campbell was provided a chair to sit in and was evaluated by EMS. Campbell was later furloughed to North Arkansas Medical Center for further evaluation. Campbell was issued a citation for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest with district court date of August 12, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. which she received after treatment during the booking process. I later spoke to a neighbor, I'm not going to mention her name, who stated she was afraid of Campbell and Foster. Dyer stated she had video footage of Foster shouting vulgar language through a loudspeaker. Dyer stated she would provide the video and a voluntary statement, but has since failed to do so. I spoke with Sheila, another neighbor, who stated she was out of town currently, but would be willing to provide a voluntary statement. A voluntary statement form was sent to this person via email, and I have yet to receive the completed statement. It should be noted that during the incident, Campbell's young child was present at the residence. While Campbell was resisting arrest, a liquor bottle on the porch was broken, and the child walked within close proximity of the broken glass liquor bottle. Arkansas Child Abuse Hotline was informed of the incident, and I was provided case reference number, blah, 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 blah. See narratives by other officers for further information. There's some problems with this. Have y'all watched the video? Was I able to grab for his belt at any time? Did I go for his pepper spray at any time? No. Maybe I knocked his camera off. I don't know. He claimed later that the batteries died whenever he was at the police station, so I don't know which one's true. He also claims that he offered me EMS on the ride. That's not true. I was not offered emergency medical services until after I arrived at the police station. I had been in full-blown panic attacks since before he even placed me in handcuffs. You guys can see that on the video. Obviously, that's not the reaction of somebody in the right state of mind. But he lies, and he says that he called EMS en route. That didn't happen. He also says about me telling him I should have punched him in the face. I said that. I did say that. I'll admit that I said that. But I didn't say that until we were already on the way to the police station. We were pretty far into the ride once I said that. I had to pause for just a second to deal with kid stuff. You know, I am a mom. So let's go on to the neighbors' statements that they have. They have written statements for the police. They weren't written the night of the incident or even the day after the incident. They were written several days after the incident. So one neighbor says, on the night of July 4th, 2021, I was in my living room scanning channels on my television to watch a movie. I could hear music from outside, but it was not overly loud, which is weird because we never changed the volume, until around 7 p.m. The music was so loud, I couldn't concentrate on television. I thought that they would eventually turn it down, but the music continued. Then I heard someone talking on what sounded like a PA system, like the ones at a football game. So I opened my door to see where it was coming from and what they were saying. The music and talking was coming from the first house on the left of the 700 block of South Oak, diagonal from my house. Not only was the music loud, but it was completely vulgar, not just cussing. I quickly closed my door. People were outside with their children, preparing to shoot fireworks. I thought maybe they would stop the loud music and talking, but it just continued. So around 8 p.m., I phoned the police and asked if they could send a patrol car to just drive by, and maybe they would take the hint. The officer had said he had to stop and talk with them before they would stop the disturbance. Okay, so the second statement, which is from the neighbor right next door, who, when we moved in, said, hey, don't worry about anything loud coming from here, because sometimes we like to party. And we were like, okay, I have a lot of kids, so don't worry about anything loud coming from here. But they called the cops. So on July 4th, I took a video documenting my neighbors playing loud and offensive music. The music included a lot of cursing, including the words fuck, fucking, etc. It was playing loud enough that I could hear it inside of my home with the doors and windows shut. On 2 occasions, the male resident of the home verbally cursed and swore, also using fuck and fucking. He seemed to be intentionally trying to provoke someone into coming onto his property to start trouble. The music and noise was loud enough to be heard from a large area around the home and not appropriate for children. So, again, I've had an interruption because I'm a mom and I've had to go deal with my kids. So I actually don't even remember where I left off. I know I just read the neighbor's statements, which complained about vulgar music, and they complained about a male shouting vulgarities. I was cooking supper when this happened. I wasn't on a PA. I wasn't shouting anything. I actually didn't even have control of the music at the time. And when they drove by, there was no music playing because the speaker had died. And they admit that in the police reports. But I have one more thing to read. And I wrote it down because I only have screenshots on my phone. But a viewer by the name of Master Baker messaged Mayor Jerry Jackson. He's the mayor of Harrison right now. Oh gosh. Look, guys. It's a little froggy. I'm sorry for the interruption. But oh my god. Him's so cute. Oh, he wants to say hi. Okay, you go away, buddy. Sorry. COVID lungs and way too many cigarettes. Anyway, so Master Baker messaged Jerry Jackson. It appears by the response that he messaged the mayor of Harrison about possibly visiting Harrison. And this was Jerry Jackson's response. We are sorry you feel this way. However, there is more to the story than you know. I am not able to discuss it with you due to it being a police matter and for privacy reasons of the individuals involved in this case. We have an excellent police department and well-respected officers. Free speech is very much allowed here, and we do honor our Constitution. We have a great community, and our community, this is his quote, backs our men and women in blue, unquote. We treat all visitors and residents extremely well. You might want to be careful what you invest your money in. Things aren't always what they are presented. Best wishes wherever you decide to travel on your vacation. You might want to be careful what you invest your money in. That was a direct attack on me. Not for the first time. Why is my city government so obsessed with me? Why are they so concerned? Why are they so against me? I don't know. It's food for thought. And I've been going for 15 minutes. I had a lot more to say. There's a whole lot more in these reports. We've been a pain in their ass for a long time. But right now I'm going to go watch the body cam footage and I'm going to take my meds and go to bed and try to figure this shit out. Because, guys, if this wasn't my life, I wouldn't believe it. I absolutely would not believe it. Welcome to Harrison, Arkansas. I hope this helps.